This video is for anyone who has heard about OpenClaw, wants to try it out, but has heard and thinks that you need a brand new Mac Mini to do this. You can take any old computer, any old laptop, and use that as your Mac Mini and set up a 24/7 OpenClaw agent. So we'll walk through that process. Okay, so the first step, if we're using an old MacBook, an old Windows, you're going to reset the computer completely. This cannot have access to any of your personal files, any of your iCloud, your Gmail. We're gonna set up a whole new Gmail, whole new iCloud, whatever accounts, we're gonna make agent-specific ones for the OpenClaw, okay? I'm currently resetting my old MacBook. It's doing its thing in the background. This takes around 1 to 2 hours, so we're gonna let it sit. You go do this on your own. Pause this video, come back as soon as it's resetted, and when you're on the onboarding flow to log in, start up your computer, come back right then, and we're gonna walk through it. Now, this is gonna be through the lens of a MacBook. Should be pretty adjacent, pretty similar to Windows, but just FYI, this is not Windows specific, it's Mac specific. There's 3 things, regardless of VPN, computer, that we're gonna need before getting started, okay? The first is going to be an API key. We can use, I would recommend using OpenClaw or OpenAI or Anthropic models. I'm personally gonna be using my Codex subscription, which is going to allow me to not pay per token, but just pay 20 bucks a month on my subscription plan and use the usage from that. This is typically cheaper. It's obviously something you're already paying for if you are already paying for it. So that's the route I would go there. Now the Claude CLI, Claude Code, it's not as easy to use, and I don't even know if they allow it being used. To avoid being banned, having anything weird happen with my account, I'm just going to be using OpenAI. They allow this and encourage this. So we're going to get an API key, whether that's OAuth, meaning you're using it through a subscription, or you're doing a dedicated key where you're paying per token. We're gonna set up a brand new Gmail direct only for this agent, and we're also going to set up a bot and Telegram. Now, this is super easy. You literally just download Telegram. As soon as you're in Telegram, you're gonna go to the search bar, type in bot father, okay? It's super easy. As soon as you click in here, you can click start, and it'll show you the different commands you can use. So you click start, it'll show you, we're literally just gonna be doing new bot, and it'll have you give it a name, a couple other things, and then it'll give you a token. Now this is the most important 2 steps before you're ready to set up your MacBook, okay? So going through the flow, this migration assistant, you're gonna do not now, okay? We're not migrating, and we're not setting up an Apple ID right now. We're gonna go through all of this, agree, and it should be ready to set up. When we're gonna set the name, I'm gonna call this Mayday AI. So we're at the home screen. I pretty much said not now and tried to set up as least as possible. The one thing I did turn on was location services and the time zone, obviously. Everything else, I just gave my name and said not now to. So first thing, we're gonna go to our system preferences, and we're going to try and update our Mac, okay? So let's take a software update now. Looks like an update is available. We're gonna go through with the update and come back when you're done. All right, so we're gonna go back from there after we're updated. We're gonna go to privacy, security and privacy, and you see we're gonna turn on what's called File Vault. What this is gonna do is, Mac does this quirky thing where you've gotta unlock it. So one moment, I bet. So I'm just gonna turn on File Vault from here, and this is going to fully encrypt the disk. And essentially, it's just a safety measure, security measure. You click it, it's gonna give you the option to either use your iCloud or get an encryption or something key, recovery key. I just did recovery key. I would recommend you do that to start as well. Looks like that's gonna take some time. So in the meantime, we're gonna do the next step before installation. So after this, we'll be good to go. We're simply going to create we're creating a new user that is going to separate all of the agent's files, the agent's environment from your personal. So that way you can still use it personal if you need. I'm just going to do agent user to keep it simple, and just create a user from there. Oh yeah, and then password. So once you create that new user, we're gonna go back. From here, we're gonna go to battery. Let me find that. And then we're gonna go to option. Turn display off after never is what we want right there. So we're gonna turn that on, and it says it's gonna use more energy. That's okay. And then you're ready to go. Those are all the required steps. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna log out, log back in, as the agent user, and then we're gonna walk through the full install. I almost forgot, when you sign into that new agent profile, we're gonna turn on the firewall, okay? It's that simple, you just press the button, but I forgot that in the setup guide. Then gonna go to Node.js and we're gonna download it, okay? Go to Mac OS installer. I'm running x64. This is a quick Google search though, if you don't know. It's one or the other. So we're gonna download this installer. This install is super self-explanatory. We're just gonna click Macintosh HD and we're gonna install directly to there. It's gonna ask for your info. Go ahead and put that in and then come back once that's fully installed. In our launch pad, we're gonna open a new terminal. It should be complete now, so we're gonna move that to the trash. Now, the command we need to run is gonna be node v. This is just gonna tell us the node version that we have. And this is mainly just to check that node was installed properly. So we have v, yep, okay, perfect. So we're good there. All right, after including that node's been installed, we're just gonna go one by one here, okay? So I already did the make directory. So the first command there, and we're gonna put in the config command. It's really this simple, guys. You're just gonna go down the line and type out these commands. So from there, we should be good to go. And so I'm gonna go do a node version again, just to double check. Okay, we're good. Now this command here is what's actually going to start the install process. So we're gonna run that and wait for that to finish. Unless there is a npm error, you may want to go to an LLM, see what may be happening here. I'll also link a prompt if you want to walk through this with ChatGPT or Claude as well in this guide. Now where the real fun begins, we're just gonna run OpenClaw onboard, and this is gonna go through an interactive flow, okay? I'm not gonna go through this with you guys. I'm doing the quick start guide here, and I will be using the ChatGPT login method. So if you have an API key, your process will be a little different, but this is going to be the codex method. All right, now after logging into the OpenAI account, it's gonna start the full install process. Model-wise, I'd always just go with the strongest model. In this case, it's gonna be 5.5 until you notice your token limits keep getting hit, then I'd lower it. But for now, we'll just go with the best model, GPT 5.5. This is where our Telegram comes into play. So I'm gonna go Telegram bot API. What we're gonna do is we're gonna chat with bot father on Telegram. Right behind my finger is that API token that I can access and start chatting with the bot there. You're gonna put that into the OpenClaw onboarding flow. So once you add that bot token, it's gonna ask if you wanna add any more. I'm just gonna skip for now because I really only want the Telegram, and you can configure skills now as well. As we're trying to get this up and running as fast as possible, I'm gonna skip configuring skills and skip configuring the hooks for now, and we'll go ahead and get into the Telegram setup. Head and hatchet, that's just a fancy way of saying, birthing your agent essentially. So after you hatch it, it's ready to go. Now it starts by asking you questions about you, your business, what you're gonna be using it for, etc. And that's gonna really tailor the personality and its use cases to you and you specifically in your business. Message for the first time on Telegram, it's gonna give you this command to run. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it, and that should give permission to OpenClaw. You can either open a new terminal or Control-C to get out of OpenClaw and just talk to the terminal. Run that command. Once you do that, you're going to be ready to go on Telegram. We're getting responses on the Telegram now, but the one thing I do want to show as well is the OpenClaw dashboard. Now, it should give you a link to access your OpenClaw dashboard. You can follow these instructions if you want to be able to visibly see all your skills, all of your agents, and overall just the production of the OpenClaw agent. So if you want to set this up, go through it. It's kind of outside of the scope of this video. You're set up, you have OpenClaw running on Telegram. You can set up your new Gmail account, whatever it may be, connect any skills you need. And so really more so of how to utilize OpenClaw and how to use other harnesses that are similar, like Hermes. They do very similar things. It's more to come. So please subscribe, and I'll also be dropping a free school community here very, very soon, where I'll put all of the training modules in there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you guys end up using OpenClaw for.